Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Atoshi Joshua by name. In this tutorial, I'll be taking you through PHP data types. Variables can store data of different types, and different data types can do different things. So, what are the data types supported by PHP? Number one is string, followed by integer, float, boolean, array, object, null, resource. So all these are the data types supported in PHP. Okay, so let us go through them one by one. The first one on the list, PHP string. A string is a sequence of characters like hello world. Like this hello world now. This is a string. So it's a sequence of characters like hello world. A string can be any text inside quotes, and this quote can be a single quote or double quote. Okay, let me show you a good example on the screen now. Okay, this hello world inside a double quote, and this another one inside a single quote. Okay, so the first PHP data type is string. So this string can be in a single or double quote. Okay, the next one is PHP integer. An integer data type is a non-decimal number. That is, an integer data type is without a decimal number and is between -2,147,483,648 and 2,147,483,647. So this is the range for integer data type. Okay, so what are the rules for integers? An integer must have at least one digit, either 0 or either 1, -1, -2. An integer must have at least one digit. Then the second rule is an integer must not have a decimal point. Must not have a decimal point. Okay, an integer can either be positive or negative. An integer can either be positive or negative. Integers can be specified in decimal, base 10, hexadecimal, base 16, octa, base 8, or binary, base 2 notation. So in the following example I'll be showing you on the screen, you can use PHP function called var_dump to get the data type and value. Okay, let us particularize it. Let me copy this code now. Let me copy this code to our editor. This is Sublime editor. So let me erase this one. Okay, let me erase this one and paste the code. So let me try to save it. Okay, and let us check our browser. You can see the browser return int 5985, int 5985, int 5985, meaning that 5985 is an integer. That int means integer. integer data type. Okay, so int 5985, meaning that 5985 is an integer. Okay, so let us continue. The next one is PHP float. PHP float. A float, that is floating point number, is a number with a decimal point or a number in exponential form. In the following example, I'll be showing you on the screen. You can also use var function to return the data type and value, just like I did earlier on. Okay, so this example now is a good example of a float data type. Okay, so let us move on to the next one, the boolean. PHP boolean. A boolean represents two positive states, true or false. True or false. So booleans are often used in conditional testing. Maybe if this parameter is true, display this result, if not, don't display. Okay, so boolean represents two positive states, true or false. Okay, the next one is PHP array. In this tutorial, we are just telling ourselves PHP data types. PHP array is another topic entirely. So in the subsequent video, I'll be teaching us PHP array in details. But let me just take you through PHP array. An array stores multiple values in one single variable. That is, you use one variable to store multiple values. Okay, for instance, now instead of declaring variable one by one, let's say car1 is equal to, in this example now, you can declare them one by one. Car1 is equal to Volvo, car2 BMW, car3 Toyota. But you can use one variable to group the car together. Okay, so in this case now we use cars as a variable name, and we use array to group them together. So array is normally used to store multiple values. An array store multiple values in one single variable. That is, you make use of single variable to store multiple values. Okay, so if you run this example with your Sublime or any text editor, it's going to tell you that this variable is an array. Let us check now. Let me copy this and paste it here. Paste, and let me save it. Save. Okay, let us check our browser. Refresh. Can you see now? Array size is equal to 3. That means we are having 3 values: Volvo, BMW, Toyota. Okay, so let us continue. The next one is PHP object. PHP object. Classes and objects are the two main aspects of object-oriented programming, OOP. Classes and objects are the two main aspects of object-oriented programming. What is a class? A class is a template for objects. That is, if you want to create objects, the template you follow is called a class. So a class is a template for objects, and an object is an instance of a class. That is, object comes out of a class. So when the individual objects are created, they inherit all the properties and behavior, or property functions and method from the class, but each object will have different values for the properties. So let us assume we have a class called car. A car can have properties like model, color, year of design, and so on. So we can define variables like model variable, color, and so on to hold the value of these properties. So when the individual objects, let's say Volvo, BMW, Toyota, are created, they inherit all the properties and behaviors from the class, but each object will have different values for the properties. Okay, so let us look at a good example. If you create a construct function, PHP will automatically call this function where you create an object from a class. Okay, you can see this is a class declaration now, class car, then public. So we are declaring the properties here: public color, public model, public function, then construct to, and we supply this argument to the construct function, color, model. Okay, so that's all about PHP objects. We are still going to learn this in PHP object oriented programming. Okay, so the next data type is PHP null value. Null is a special data type which can have only one value, and that value is called null, N-U-L-L. A variable of data type null is a variable that has no value assigned to it. A variable of data type null is a variable that has no value assigned to it. So if a variable is created without a value, automatically it will be assigned a value of null. If you create a variable now and you don't assign a value to the variable, it will be assigned a value of null. Variables can also be empty by setting the value to null. Let us look at the example on the screen. We have declared a variable called variable x with a value of hello world, and the next code is to empty that variable x, and we use null to empty the variable. Variables can also be emptied by setting the value to null. Okay, let us check this in our browser. Let me copy it. Okay, let me go to Sublime. Oh, excuse me, I'm supposed to select and paste. Okay, so let me see. Let us check our browser. Let me refresh. You can see no, it returns no. Okay, so if you want to empty a variable, just use no. So variables can also be empty by setting the value to no. So I have come to the end of PHP data types. I hope you have enjoyed this today's tutorial. Please click on the subscribe button and also hit on the notification button to get more videos like this. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.